Hey besties, it's Becky with Bestie Becky's Crafts, and today we are on a field trip and you get to see what I look like, so enjoy it because you won't see this very often because this is way out of my comfort zone. But since we're on a field trip out of the craft room, I thought I'd talk to you for a little bit. We have some rules. When you're on a field trip, you always have rules, and the rule number one, and really the only rule, is no comments on if you see a messy kitchen, because Thanksgiving just finished and I have not cleaned my kitchen yet because I've been busy crafting. And if you go, oh wow, you need to clean out your oven, just keep that comment to yourself, because I know. But Christmas is coming, I'm gonna have to cook again, so why clean it? Why clean it? I've got a lot to do. But today, we are going to make our own enamel dots. And this is all because of Sherry. Thank you, Sherry. Sherry made some and posted them on our Facebook group page, Fun Life on a Budget, featuring Bestie Becky. And she said that I had made them before, which I have made them several times, and I said I'd make a tutorial, so I'm going to make a tutorial on how to make them, and they are super easy, and they're really cute this time of year if you can find the striped ones, because they look like peppermint candies. Now, when you go to the store, this is what you buy, and they're expensive. I don't know, for $3-4 for not very many, right? You can go and get a whole bag of Perler beads for the same price, if not cheaper, because they will have them on sale. And you can also order from their website and they'll give you deals too. So I just go to the local craft store. Michael's has them, AC Moore has them, Joann's has them, because kids love to make things with them. My son makes stuff with them. I'll show you what he makes with them. He uses the mini ones. He made me this because not only am I a crafter, but I am a video game nerd. So my little, you okay, watch kiddo. And Pokemon. So I have it really easy. If I need to make Perler beads, I just go up and raid his stash. And he keeps his stash in nice little boxes, all divided by color. Yay. And they make the striped ones in black and white, pink and white, blue and white. Oh my gosh. Red, white, and blue. I saw that. A darker blue and white. And of course, to make the peppermint candies, you need the red and white. And green and white. I've made a batch of red and white. We're going to make a batch of green and white ones now. I also found this bag of mixed, which I thought was perfect. If you didn't want to buy a bag of each, you buy a bag of the mixed, and it has green and red in it and gold. And I haven't melted the gold yet, so I'm not sure how it melts and how long it takes. But I will tell you that how long it takes to melt your dots depends on the color of the dot. So what you're going to want to do is set your oven temperature to 275 degrees. Everybody's oven's a little bit different, but 275 degrees seems to work well for me. Now, if you don't want to use your oven, you can use a toaster oven. And if you're worried about the smell, you can do it outside, but you may have to adjust the time depending on what time of year, how cold it is, and all of those things. But the Perler beads don't smell. If they do have an odor, it's not bad at all. My son is sensitive to smells, so these don't bother him. at all, which is awesome. So if they were here, they would be like so excited. Mom's in the kitchen, she's out of her craft room. That means she might be cooking, and that might mean we're having a home cooked meal, and they would be all excited, and then they would come in the kitchen and go, oh no, she's just melting perler beads. So I guess we're having takeout pizza again, which is okay. Busy, busy, busy time of year. But, so I make a bunch of dots at a time, and then I just keep them in a container, and they're great to give out as gifts. People love to get them as gifts to glue on things. Now, you'll use like your reds and pinks and whites at Valentine's and Christmas, you know, you use your reds and your greens. So some colors you'll go through more than others. So I tend to make more of those when I do. And since they're not adhesive on the back, you'll just need to glue them on with the dotted glue. Not a big deal at all. So I think that's about it, except you're going to need a pan, and I just use a good old cookie sheet, and I happen to use my better cookie sheets because I didn't want you to see my well-seasoned cookie sheets, because you go, why do you eat off of those? And some wax paper. Parchment paper works too. I didn't have enough, so I just used wax paper, and it works fine. So let's head on over to my pan over here. So, sorry, don't mind me. You know what, I'll turn this off, adjust it, and then we'll come back. How's that? Okay, I'm back. So, this is what I've set up so far. And when I do them, I do a lot. So, you get your comfy t-shirt on, your comfy slippers on. You grab yourself a cup of your favorite beverage. Mine is tea. Put a movie on, or some music. And if you're lucky, you can bribe your children. Mine are old enough they run away. Oh no, she's making perler beads. We're gonna run away. All you do, super easy, is you put the flat side, and it doesn't matter which of the flat sides, you put them down on the wax paper. Leave a little bit of space so they can melt. And, you know, like I said, or maybe I didn't say, your colors are going to melt different. Your darker colors are going to melt different than your lighter colors, either faster or slower. Your striped perler beads are going to melt at a different rate than your colored beads. So when you lay out your perler beads, kind of do it by groups of color. I'll do a pan with dark colors, and I'll do a pan with light colors. I'll do a pan with stripes, and you know, so on. Just because they do melt at a little bit different pace. And you will get some that get, I call them belly buttons. They get little dents in them. I don't know if you can see it, where they just didn't melt completely. Because when they melt completely, let me see, this one, well, he doesn't want to flip around. Now he's got a little belly button too. Don't worry about belly buttons. Everybody's got one, right? There you go. So when they melt correctly, there we go, they're just round. It doesn't have any belly button. So as long as it has the belly button, it hasn't melted all the way. So the idea is to get as few without belly buttons as you can. So I have my pan all set to go, and my oven is already preheated to 275 degrees. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in my oven and set the timer. Now, be very careful when you put this in the oven that you do not hit the pan on anything or trip over anything. Because, you know, it's no fun to have to set them all back up or pick them up off the floor. So, be careful when you do that. So, here we go. Now watch, today I'll do it. Okay, so I've put my pan of perler beads in my oven, 275 degrees, and I set it for 30 minutes. Sometimes I set it for 20 minutes, and then I just keep an eye on it because I'm not sure how fast things are going to melt. It depends on how dark your pan is, the weather, how hot your oven is, all those good things. But I just did a pan, and they took 48 minutes exactly. So I know that this pan is going to take about the same amount of time. So I went ahead and set my timer for 30 minutes, and then I'll just keep an eye on them. An important thing is don't open the oven door. You open the oven door, you let out the heat, and then it's going to take them longer to melt. So you spy on them with a little light. You know, simple enough. So once you've cooked them, I'll show you what they look like. I'm going to pause and get it all set up. Alright, here's what my pan of spearmint candies look like. Aren't they adorable? And then all you do is peel them off your wax paper. And there you go. Isn't that cute? Cute, cute, cute. So, you just leave them in the pan until they cool off because plastic is a little warm. And then you just peel them off, put them in a container, and there you go. Really, really simple. So, keep an eye on this batch and see how long they take to cook. And while they're cooking, I'm going to take these off the wax paper. So, I'm going to zoom on it. I got to show you my shirt though first. You see it? It says, Meowie Christmas. Isn't that cute? I'll show you my slippers too, but that's too far down. So, alright. I shall return. See you in a little bit. Hi everyone, I'm back, and the green perlers are finished, and these only took 35 minutes. So the other ones took 48, these only took 35. So I can't tell you how long it's really going to take, but here they are. See them? Little green candies. So I will let them cool off, and once they cool off, I'll peel them off of the wax paper and then add them to my little stash of enamel dots. And now I can go craft with them. They're perfect for gingerbread houses because they're just a cute little size. Now I know you can melt the pony beads and so on. I think those have an odor to them. I've never done that, and I know that they make a bigger enamel dot, but I've never done them, so I don't know how long that takes. I don't know anything about that. All I know about it is the perlers. The perlers work great for me. I hope you give it a try. Super easy, a little time consuming, but while they're cooking, you can go craft and you get to order out pizza. So that's it for today. If you have any questions, leave a comment below. I'll be more than happy to answer them. And thanks for stopping by. Had a great time. I hope you did too. Take care. Hi Mom. Hi Irina. See ya.